Something I've never ever shared because it sounds crazy as fuck. Is that when my mom was in her last couple of months of life, she started Reiki, and the practitioner that was working on her described the cancer that was showing up in these different parts of her body. He described it as energies that were feeding on, her lungs, her liver. As he was working on her, she could feel, um, the extraction, the movement of these energies that had been literally like consuming her. I was watching before this man even said what he said. I was watching specifically when she started chemo and radiation. I was watching this disease eat my mother alive. And I'm sorry, to be so graphic. I'm not sorry. I'm actually working on. I'm not apologizing for who I am and what I have experienced, but it just feels, weird to talk about, especially because I come from such a traditionally Christian, Baptist family. So all of this talk about shadow work and shit that I be doing, folks think I'm crazy as hell. However, I've been with death a lot ever since I was a child. Um, so I'm no stranger to what the end of life experience is like and how horrific it can be to see life leave a body. I also worked in corrections and a level 4 maximum security prison for years, 5 years almost. And I've witnessed so much death. Growing up in the inner city, I've witnessed death. And it's so interesting to recognize, like, for me, we went plant based, my mom and I, to combat cancer the first time, and that helped. And for a while, I resented the plant based lifestyle because I was like, I thought this was supposed to keep her healthy, yet she had so many other relationships that were cancerous that consumed and fed on her throughout her entire life. The boundaries that she did not have allowed for hungry people, hungry energies to consume her. And, in many ways, like, she was conditioned to continue to give and give and give herself away. I have an aunt that told me when I was younger, like, we're constantly in spiritual battle. And I'm not saying any of these things to be scary and spooky, yet it's just to recognize, like, and to be aware of what the fuck is going on. There are constant invitations to give yourself away. And the way that I witnessed cancer show up for my mother, I recognized it as an energy that mimicked her relationship to life. You allow so much and so many people to consume what you need for your own vitality that it makes a perfect opportunity for a vampiric energy like cancer to feed on you. This is hard to talk about, but yeah, I don't know why I feel called to share this, but um, yeah, my healing journey has been about transforming that relationship to life that I inherited, not only from her, but from those that came before her, from my father's side of the family. Like, these energies, I've watched them feed on my mind, my health, when you give your attention to so many other things other than yourself. So healing for me has been about, yes, revolutionizing my relationship to life. Not only for me, but for my mama, for the ancestors, for the whole bloodline. Yeah.